Everyone, welcome to the No Cell Realm Table. I am your host, Joe Monroe, and you know what? It is going to be a great time tonight. I cannot wait for this debate.
The man himself once said, "Do not meddle in the affairs of wizards, for they are subtle and quick to anger." Well, Joe Monroe, just because we share differences of opinion, you have meddled in my affairs. I am a proud Canadian wizard and citizen, and you besmirch my name and suspend me until who knows when from being your co-host, and you replace me with randos? I bet it's Rob, that fake wizard who, like I said before, is made of wood and therefore floats and therefore weighs as much as a duck and must be burned, like the witch that he is, not a wizard. I will have recompense for this slap in the face, but you're not going to know when it's coming. Like I said, subtle, quick to anger. Keep eyes in the back of your head, Joe.
Stop, whatever. Okay, we're back. Are we back? Okay, good. Jesus Christ, what's up with people interrupting my freaking show, man? But he's not wrong. To replace him this week, I decided to rub a little more sand in his eye. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, I guess, the true wizard of podcasting, Rob from Confusion Wrestling. Rob, how you doing, man?
Doing great. I'm confused though. Fake wizard, rando. I'm a day one is H co-host here, man. And I'm the one that went out and got wizarding powers. I went. You saw last week. I have friends in higher, well, I guess technically low places, but I told y'all day one, you can't trust CZ because of the company he keeps. And prior to coming onto this show, kept company with the one called Manders, the lowest of wrestling pond scum.
You're going to have to get it. Never mind. I'm not arguing over Manders, but you do have a point with CZ. He is now a Canadian, and I do not allow Canadians on my show. Anyways, let's go ahead. We're going to talk about something from our childhood. We're going to talk about happy thoughts now. We're going to finally settle the debate tonight. Which one dominated the N64 console? Was it WCW or was it WWF? But we're not alone. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of our guests. He is awesome. He is King of the 313. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mike D. Mike D, what's going on, man?
Hey, chilling. Just enjoying this Friday night. Glad to be on the show.
Good to see you, man, as always. And let's bring on someone else who is a great friend of mine. And he's also a Hall of Famer. And he's also co-CEO of the Wrestling Society Network. Please welcome back to the round table, Professor Bear. Bear, what is going on, man?
Yeah, nothing much. Just trying to enjoy this Friday. Try to give a great answer to a great topic and just have fun.
Yep, and not many people know you're actually a big video game enthusiast, so this is going to be fun for us.
Definitely. So big, I got them both.
And we're not alone. We're back, and it looks like the main event podcasters are together again. That's right, the man from Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Samp. Samp, what's going on, brother?
I'm doing great, brother, man. But first off, CC's Canadian now?
Canadian.
Oh, okay.
Even worse.
Don't ask.
You said I thought you said no Canadians. So I'm thinking, well, what the fuck am I doing here?
No, I love Canada. I actually want to move to Canada if things keep up here. But
if
you
decide to move, you got to come out to the West Coast, brother. I'll take care of you.
All right, thanks, brother. Well, speaking of brother, people actually mistaken this next guest as my brother. I can kind of see how since he got his nose broke, but used to I didn't see it. So, folks, please welcome back one half of probably one of the best independent wrestling tag teams. Ladies and gentlemen, Brock's Boulder.
What's up, buddy? Hey, listen, I want to tell you, I don't know if it's the nose or if it's the eyes, because my eye is a little prettier now than it was before, and yours are absolutely gorgeous. And coming from a personal point, we all want you to move to Canada too, but we want to go with you, just so you know.
Well, How's TSA up in Canada?
No, you know what? I think it's the same all around the world, but still, Canada just still feels a little bit more relaxed and, contrary to what you might see on the news. Yeah, stuff's happening all over the world, but the reality of it is, I don't see it. I've never seen it myself, so I guess I don't travel in those areas. But where I am, we're chill, man. We're just happy-go-lucky people saying sorry to everybody.
Well, there's the sound of the gong. That means it's time for topic time. So, this is something I personally have been struggling with for years, almost 25 years now. Which one dominated the N64 console? WWE or WCW? We all know both had hits, one right after another. And there's a little controversy because of those hits, because of a certain company switching sides. And we'll get into that here in just a little bit. But first, I want to ask, which one did you play first? We'll start with Rob. Which game did you play? Company did you play first? Did you play a WCW N64 game or WWF N64 game?
First was WCW Revenge of the two games. And even though that was much after the N64's lifespan had run out, I was well into adulthood by the time I got myself an N64, but Revenge was where it's at for me originally.
Okay. Mike D.
I think the first game that I played first was WCW NWO Revenge. I remember that because I know you could do like all the little customization to the wrestler. That's what I remember.
All right, Brox.
Yeah, it was WCW Revenge for me, but it was not out of a choice. Growing up dirt poor, whatever my best friend had, whatever his choice was my first choice. So the first time I played the game, it was at his house. It was WCW Revenge, and we WCW versus NWO Revenge, and we just played it for days on end. Not giving up my choice there, but that's what I played first.
All right, Sam.
No Mercy, WWE.
Wow.
Yeah, you know
Changing
what?
it up on us here.
Well, dude, I'll be honest, man. I didn't play much WCW games, honestly. I am one of those guys, to be very honest. I never had video games growing up. And if I wanted stuff like that, I had to work and earn it and buy my own system. So my very first experience with that kind of stuff was with friends like Brock, right? I was more of a PlayStation guy. So, that was my forte for the most part. We talked about this before, Professor knows. I have a lot of gaming systems, but I've never owned a Nintendo.
Wow.
Never had one.
And so there's going to be a link at the bottom for a GoFundMe. We're going to buy a Nintendo for Sanford. Send it to him.
No, honestly, I'm good. The only actually, I apologize. I have a Switch now, but it's my daughter's. I bought it, but
it's not really yours. I have kids. I understand. It's not really yours.
Well, I tried it. I played it out. I bought it. I was looking for games for myself, but then I ended up buying the PS5. So, so I've always been a PlayStation guy. This to be really clear and transparent with you guys. All my Nintendo experiences have been at cousins' houses or friends' houses or somebody's house. So, but yeah, WWE No Mercy was probably the one that I remember from 64.
All right, Bear, you remember when both of them came out?
Well, fun fact, I was working at Toys R Us at the time. So definitely it was WCW NWO Revenge. And of course, doing that, I was working again at Toys R Us, but when you have family and trying to make it, video games are not on the top of the list. So a lot of times I went to Blockbusters and rented games to make sure if I wanted it, I would get it. So that is it.
That was some crazy silence, man.
Yeah.
Holy-
No,
I was just gonna jump in and just be like, be the redneck of us, being like, "What? You got to go to Blockbuster? I have never actually stepped foot inside a Blockbuster."
What? Dude, how old are you, my man?
I'm 40. I'm old enough for Blockbusters, but I lived out literally out in the middle of nowhere, and the nearest Blockbuster was probably about 50 miles away.
Oh wow.
Jesus.
So like I've rented things. Like there's been family videos and mom and pops, or even like our local supermarket, but I've never got to step foot in a Blockbuster.
I still have my Blockbuster card.
It's probably worth money now.
I don't know if it is or not, but I have an old wallet of mine from when I was a kid, and I got like my membership card's still in there.
I got stuff that I never turned into Blockbuster.
I'm telling. That's right. He's over here, guys. He's ready. Blockbuster wasn't the one that I thought was going to get called out there. When Bear said he worked at Toys R Us, I thought everybody was going to be like, "What's that?"
I know, right?
That's the one I thought people were going to be surprised by.
Are they only down in the States now?
I was going to say, if everybody would have said that, I know Sat would have been like, "Look, I got it right down the street from me. What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Toys R Us, I think we have one left. I know they're closing them all down here as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like in
Wow.
Vancouver and downtown, they still have the big, long, like the linear Toys R Us sign, which they won't take down because it's considered a part of the heritage site now. So it's kind of cool.
In our town, we have the Blockbuster video is still here. The building's still here, and the sign beside the road is still hanging for Blockbuster Video. The half ticket, logo. It's still hanging here, and it's in Ashland, Kentucky. It's right across the bridge from where I live.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's all still standing there too. So I'm just like, okay, cool. We're just gonna leave it there. I want the sign. I want to bring it to my studio and hang it up in here. So I mean, it's huge. It's bigger than my studio, but I want it in the studio for whatever reason. So
I think we can all get together and meet up with you, bro. We can take it down.
I have no doubts. I think we should. We should absolutely.
I mean, Gateway. I mean, we used to steal like stop signs and traffic signs when
Exactly.
I was like 16, 17. So it's just natural progression.
Let's do it.
Oh, my goodness. Well, since it looks like
We lost Joe.
We
Joe
lost the
has
host.
been taken over, it may be Tanner. They're doing
Freaking Tanner.
It's a wizard. There he is.
The wizard working in weird. Before we go any further, Mike, are you cold, man?
Oh no, I'm good. No,
Okay.
no, I'm good. No, I was having some issues with my phone. I kept hearing like something kept saying foreign objects in my phone, and I'm like, so I had to.
Wizard's on him.
Get back on.
I think the wizard's coming after you and Joe at the same time here.
right.
Before the wizard gets me, guys, I'm just going to bounce. I don't want to be a part of this crap anymore. I'm out.
Nope, too late. They said you're already a target. Brox, good luck on your next match. That's what they said.
Wow.
Can't listen. No more pain, please. God bless. No more pain. I didn't hear anything. You can't convince me I did. I don't give a crap what you
I
said.
didn't hear anything either. Let's okay, well, so last I heard before I got interrupted by the wizard or Canada, whatever it is, Canadian intelligence, I guess. I heard someone say still Blockbuster son. Somerset, Kentucky still has the big one up, and it's by a used car lot. I mean, we could probably just ask.
Well, like I was saying, in Ashland, right across the bridge, the last one before it closed, it's still standing. The sign is still on the top of the pole there.
Yeah,
Huge.
the huge. Yeah, I was like, man, that would be kind of cool to have in the front yard. My wife goes, no.
I said I wanted it for the studio. It's bigger than my studio, but I want it in here. I don't care. I want it in here somehow. All this crap can go away. It'll just be the back Blockbuster logo. All lit up. You won't be able to see me because it'll be so bright. You won't be able to see anything. just the Blockbuster.
Well, like Bear was saying, a lot of people back then, there was that option to go and rent video games like you did movies back then, whether it be Blockbuster or your local video rental store. Some did that. I remember doing that. having an N64 and a PlayStation both, because I played WWF Attitude on PlayStation and N64, and I played WCW mainly on the 64 because, to me, N64 was a superior console to PlayStation back then. That was just me. Thank God for GoldenEye. But you know, this debate, as I was saying, has been in my head for the past few weeks. Ever since I started reading up on Bret Hart, and we did that last week with Notorious ATB. Go check that out if you haven't. And yeah, I'm just like, man, what is it? Because the obvious one people's going to say is No Mercy, because that's what we all hear as wrestling fans. No Mercy is the superior wrestling game of all time. It's the best, 10 out of 10. You can't beat it. But then again, you turn around, and that's why I decided to choose WCW NWO Revenge, because a lot of people, and there's actually, I did a poll earlier today, and they actually tied one another. People can still, it's like neck and neck, which one was better. And we'll get into the semantics here in a minute. But WCW technically started this. What was that company called? Oh my God, Acclaim, basically.
THQ.
Oh, was it THQ?
No, it was Acclaim first, and THQ came in after.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
THQ came in after. Acclaim kind of had. I think it was Acclaim that had WCW first. They were called something else. I can't remember off the top. I had it in my freaking notes. But they came up with it. It was kind of with, if I'm not mistaken, it was Fire Pro Wrestling. Was it Fire Pro or one of the generic wrestling games? They had it.
Yeah. Fire Pro.
Yep. And they basically, WCW, the first game that they came out with was like, well, let's just copy this, make it into a WCW game, and then go from there. Bears hunting. Bears are like, I got it right here. Hold up. Hold up.
It's
like, was it a World Tour?
Entertainment.
I have the Fire Pro game, and I have WCW Nitro.
That's it. WCW Nitro.
THQ, bro.
Yeah.
It was THQ. That is
right.
THQ.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Excuse me, I don't have a cover for the Fire Pro, but
it's all right.
Shame on you, Bear. Shame on you, brother.
Yeah, wow. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Then they took that and they're like, because that back then was great. Nobody ever seen a wrestling game like that. I mean, previously, I think Raw 2 maybe was the latest one at that point, and wrestling fans were ecstatic about it. Then came, if I'm not mistaken, came like the WCW NWO. No, WCW World Tour was next. Then WCW NWO Revenge, and when that first opened up, that is probably one of the best opening sequences in a wrestling video game ever. You're just like, okay, we're in it now. Let's go. And the creation suit and everything, that was Ike Corporation and THQ. The Ike Corporation was the developer. THQ was the publisher. That's what I was thinking of. And at that time, during the WWF's era, because they didn't take over, because IKEA did the WCW games, the developer, which was under the THQ banner. Don't get me started on all the semantics, people. I don't know how it works. I'm just reading what I'm seeing here developing was. There was this big thing where the superior gaming, the superior developing company switched sides.
And I can tell you about that, actually.
Go ahead, Bear.
So what it was that THQ and WCW contract that ran out. And as much as we dislike or like this person, Vince McMahon got them and purchased them to do WWF's game. That's what happened. Then WCW went to EA Sports.
And we've seen how that went.
Oh, God.
That was terrible.
Backstage assault. Do I need to remind everybody about that?
I think I think the first WCW game that was on PlayStation, and a lot of people don't talk about this, is WCW versus the World.
Yes.
Because that was the one that had Sting on the front with the black
Yep.
and white. Yeah. That game was actually cool too, but a lot of people don't talk about that game for some reason.
Yeah,
And
the PlayStation games get overlooked. We'll talk about that another day, though.
But I was gonna say that is actually a direct port from Fire Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
Now, at the time during like Revenge, that's when Warzone, and that's Acclaim and Iguana West, that they were side by side. Now, Warzone was okay-ish. Bear.
I mean, they're probably their best game, like since like the NES. Really,
It was their best looking game. Gameplay sucked. Moves sucked.
Yeah.
It was just to actually see the wrestlers that actually look like wrestlers.
Yep.
And the Ahmed Johnson promos. I mean, those are top tier. Just make sugar.
Oh my goodness. Then they moved on. Next year was the Attitude.
Yeah.
Then shortly after that is when THQ picked up for WWF WrestleMania. And believe it or not, Acclaim, side note here, Acclaim actually developed the ECW games, Revolution and Anarchy.
Yeah.
But who really wants to talk about those games? Sorry. I'm an ECW guy, but let's not talk about it.
Paul Heyman wants to talk about
She's under your
yeah, that was kind of the big deal there. And what happened, the reason they switched sides is contract disputes. That's all it was. Royalties and, the same plain old story that's told every time. Money. That's
Capitalism, everyone.
Capitalism. I should have had a Pit Boy, Fault Boy graphic pull up there. Capitalism. But they still, THQ, let's just go ahead and say THQ was the king of the N64 console when it came to wrestling games. Let's be honest. As Sheamus said, it was banger after banger after banger after banger after banger. Especially when it came to WWF No Mercy and its creation suit that people still play to this day. Not on N64 console, but on PC.
No, I play on my console.
But yeah, we've let's see. In what semi
Rusty's daughter is telling you to stop blocking.
I haven't blocked them. I don't know what's going on. But
definitely wasn't me.
Sure it wasn't. It's probably Canada, the Canadian intelligence.
Okay, so what is Canada? Help me out.
Okay. So we're gonna pause for a minute. Give me a pause sound here, Marky. Give me something. Give me a sound.
Yo.
Okay, thank you. So very fitting, good boy. So Canada, from my God, I can't believe I got to go into the history of this.
Brief history, man. Just
brief. So I think it's a cult started by just Tan Credible, who from Till 5 Wrestling, because he's a child, immature, and he couldn't imagine it's a freaking Target by himself, let alone a vapor shop. Yeah, he just started this cult because he's in love with Bret Hart, and instead of saying God bless you, he'll say May Bret bless you. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, he's got a shrine of Bret Hart, and he's developed these followers. It's getting very concerning, and he is, how can I say this? He's upset too because he's not a big ICP fan. And you all, I believe some of you were a part of the ICP should belong in the Wrestling Hall of Fame. I respect them. I'm not a said juggalo, but I respect the culture. I'm very respectful. He hates it. So what I think he did is basically turned a cult, used a carbon copy of the juggalo, how can I say this? Community, made it into his own, spent it on his own.
Got it.
and is using his favorite Canadian wrestlers as like the mecca, I guess. I don't know.
Well, he wouldn't like me then, because as a Canadian and as I don't even know if I'm a fan of Bret Hart anymore, man, to be honest. It's just, no, well, I'll be honest, man. I mean, as a Canadian, fellow Canadian, I've met Bret. I probably said this to you guys before. The only reason I ever became a wrestling fan was because of Bret Hart and Bad News Allen. In fact, it was Bad News Allen first, and it was Bret and his brothers who came and made the save. I'm talking Stampede Wrestling. So even before WWE, WCW, NWA, I only knew Stampede. So that day, that rainy Saturday afternoon when I came home from soccer, and I sat down in front of the TV and I watched wrestling for the first time, it was Bad News Allen that caught my eye. But then the brothers came out and saved him. So long story short, what Bret has become is just
a gimmick.
I don't even know, dude.
It's a meme.
No, dude, it's not a gimmick, man. The man lives. The man lives his gimmick. He has, in my opinion, I know we're talking video games. I'm sorry, guys. In my opinion, he has blurred the lines from work and shoot. Everything is just jumbled up in the man's head.
That's
right?
Bill Goldberg's fault.
And it's his own fault. Everything that's ever happened to the man, he's created his own problems.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's as a Canadian, how do you feel about, hang on.
Yeah.
Bob to replace me, that tracks. Just Incredible has to go create a whole country after a week apart with his new B+ players.
Oh, damn.
Oh, God. Oh, okay. So, yeah. So, basically, these idiots, sorry, CZ, you're included in this because you got roped into it, decided to start this. And I'm like, you've got to be. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen since Mud Show Wrestling.
Oh, damn.
It's ridiculous. It is. It's. I don't know what he's doing. That's why I did the video earlier of Bernie Mac slapping the shit out of people, because that's what I want to do with them, saying, what the hell do you all think you're doing? Come on. But it's basically a cult. As a Canadian, Sam, how do you feel about this? The synthesis of this little.
Look, we live in a world where there's so many different things going on, man. So I'm accepting of everyone. I may not agree with everyone's philosophy. I may not agree with everyone's stance, but at the end of the day, I'm never going to be disrespectful to anybody, because that's just the way I was raised, right?
And being professional. And that's that's what everybody here is.
Even professional on a personal level, each to their own, I say. If that makes you happy, then who am I? A simple man from the west coast of Canada, where it's still daylight out, by the way. It's not my place to judge anybody, right? I don't want to be judged, so why would I judge anybody? Each to their own, I say. But as far as this whole thing based on Bret Hart, I can't support that. But good luck to them, man.
Well, in his words, Bret bless him, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, look, this guy, man, super nice guy, but he's got to let go of this stuff, man. Like, enough is enough.
Well,
It's time for a change.
Yeah. Like, how much more is he going to blame Goldberg for stuff? How long is he going to keep blaming everyone around him?
God, you'll be hearing from what? A Canadian legal team.
Does Canada have a legal system? Are there even laws in Canada?
I don't know.
From what I've seen,
you guys are.
From what I've seen, it's pretty lawless up there. Actually,
the Canadian legal system, do they follow Commonwealth law, or are they just their own government? Because if they're gonna emulate me and my people, then we should know if they're Commonwealth law or what.
Don't give them ideas.
So I got
it's just a long process, man. They have to go back to the British times.
So I got a question.
Yeah, fair.
Why in the hell are we talking about them and we're not on the video games?
My fault. I kept hearing Canada. I got to know what it is, man.
I mean, I understand, but let's just get back to the what we're here for, and that's video games.
Yes, sir.
One more thing from the notorious ATV. The problem is my host Hating Insane Clown Posse and Juggalos. Brett was great till he won for 10 years. I don't want to bash Bret Hart because I'm a Bret fan. All right. Anyways, back to the video game. Speaking of Bret Hart, during this time, he was actually I want to say he was the only one that kind of appeared in 2 wrestling games within a year's time. 2 different ones. Because he was in WWF Attitude, and he was also in WCW Revenge. So, little tidbit, a good segue there from video games to a fictional country that, God, whatever.
Kind of like Rick Rude appearing on WWE and WCW on the same night.
Right.
And then ECW later in the week.
And and ATV is being notorious. We love you still, buddy. But yeah, like this whole thing with this, the gameplay. Which one do you all think had the better gameplay out of all the games? In that era, I should say, not all the games, because if we get into that, we'll be here for like more.
I mean, I think that's where No Mercy shines. Actually, is in the gameplay and like how the game controls. I think that's one of the reasons it's kind of the gold standard of wrestling gaming. Still,
yeah, I agree with that completely.
Yeah, for me, it would have to be the WWE game as well, because I did play it on both consoles. I think the problem I have with Nintendo is I never figured out their controllers.
Oh, the 64 was terrible. That's what turned me into a PlayStation boy.
And being a PlayStation guy, it was just always a challenge to get my, faculties around the controller. So I by default I would just go with that.
All right.
Well, for me, I just thought that both of them were the same as far as the controls. Of course, WWF had the advantage of having the revenge game to approve everything. So, I mean, I could close my eyes and play any of those games without having to see it because they're so similar. So,
okay, Mike Rocks.
It's funny because like No Mercy, like I liked it, but I didn't like it because it had the glitch and it would like erase everything that you like worked on. So that's what made me not like the game.
It had unlockables to lose.
Yeah. So I kind of like WrestleMania 2000 better than No Mercy just because of the glitch. But I like the WCW games better just because, I don't know, it just seemed like it was more, I don't know, it seemed like the gameplay was a little bit more
user-friendly?
I wouldn't even say that. It just seemed like, I don't know, it just seemed like at that time when it came out, it was more hype than WrestleMania 2000 or No Mercy.
You think because of the roster size, maybe?
Say that again?
Maybe because of the roster size?
Probably too, yeah.
Rocks?
It's No Mercy for me. The only thing I hated about it was, I'm with Sam, the N64 controller for me who has ADHD and ADD and all of the acronyms. It was terrible to have that thing in my hand and be like, what am I supposed to do with it? I think it was Sam that said he hated the controls. I hated them. I hated the 64 controls, but No Mercy for me. It was definitely No Mercy. I've always been a WWE guy, always WWF then. Even growing up watching, I was more of a WWF guy. So I kind of always leaned that way. Like I said, the only reason I went towards WCW for the first one I ever played was because my buddy had it. And I was at his house all the time. So, but yeah, No Mercy for me. I did hate the glitch, but I'm the guy that's like, tag on it. Okay, screw it. We're going to go back and do it again. And then I would spend days and days doing it again, and I was like, well, that was even cooler. Oh, shit, bro. It's gone again. So whatever.
Anybody remember the Game Shark?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was a Game Genie boy, though, because that's how old school I am.
Yeah, that's a way to get cheat codes in. For the kids, that's like, what's cheat codes? It's something they had before you had to pay for everything, kiddos. And before community.
Say back when a cartridge came completed, that was the game. There was no, there was no extra downloads. There were no patches day one to fix the broken game. Like if you got a broken game back in the day,
And don't forget the Game Pro magazines.
Yes.
yes.
You know what made the PlayStation superior over Nintendo, in my opinion?
What is it?
We're going to go back to Blockbuster. So I would rent games, and I modded my PlayStation, which you couldn't do to the N64.
Yeah.
I would rent like 5 to 10 games and give them to my mom. And then she would take them to work and then burn them all onto disc for me. And then I would have all the games.
That is true.
So if I go downstairs in my basement, I can pull out my PlayStation 1. I think I have 5 games that I bought, but I have about 300 that I burned.
That was Dreamcast for me.
Yeah.
Underrated console, I think. Predecessor to the Xbox, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It was Sega's return to the world.
Well, people say it's the predecessor to the Xbox. Whatever. It's basically was what the Xbox is now, or whatever.
Right. I think too, like I was a big PlayStation guy. If I had my choice, I would get a PlayStation over the Nintendo. But see, I was spoiled, and my brothers and sisters, they loved me so much, they would get me systems. So I was blessed enough to have both systems, and then I could play both. The one thing about the N64, which made it so great, is the detailing of the wrestlers.
Yes.
Even though the face was blocky, everything was just like that was the clearest we had in wrestling. And it was like, oh God, I'm actually got Stone Cold kicking the crap out of him. Yes. So I enjoyed the N64, and of course the games. I wanted a Nintendo 64 just for the wrestling game.
So let's get down to it. The heck with it. Which one do you all think is superior, WWF or WCW? We can't say THQ because they did both. THQ is king of
by default. I'm just going to go WWE, and you already know all my reasons why. So everyone else, carry on.
All right.
Honestly, I think that Revenge is superior because, and the reason being, they were the first. It was unheard of at the time to have that type of control and to have the entrance where the wrestlers actually came out to their entrance. Man.
And then Sting actually came down from the rafters too.
Yes. So I'm going with WCW. Plus, I was always a bigger WCW mark.
Yeah. Did you hear that, 2K? Sting came from the rafters, not the entrance you guys gave him. Sorry. Mike D.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with WCW. Like I said, that was the first to really get it, like open the door for WWE to do No Mercy and WrestleMania 2000. And WCW was the first to give us Aki Man and THQ Man too.
That is true.
So yeah. So I'm gonna go with WCW. And then they did they had the Japan stars on the game, but then they kind of it was the Japan stars, but they were supposed to be based on the WCW stars or something like that they had going on. But yeah, I'm gonna go with WCW.
Twin, which one? WWF or WCW?
I'm not answering to that.
Oh, come on. No.
I'm not answering to that. I don't know who the hell you're talking to. That's not me, bro.
On Brox.
Okay. Thank you, Joe. Not Twin. It's WWF, WWE for me. I'm the same guy. I've always been a WWE guy, WWF. All your all's points about WCW are absolutely correct. The gameplay was better, being the first and everything like that. But if you're going to take into consideration that being the first makes them a little superior, the longevity of the WWE games maybe can kind of play into the fact that they're even better. So again, and I'm biased. I've always been a WWE guy. Still to this day, like even with the AEW, I'm a WWE guy. If I had to watch it, and I don't watch it much, I'm a WWE guy. So I think for me, it's WWE, WWF.
All right, Rob, you break the stock.
I mean, despite the fact that Al Snow and Steven Richards are in No Mercy, I have to go to the heart and give it to Revenge. I always like, despite the superiority I felt of the controls and the gameplay of No Mercy, I thought Revenge as a whole was just a better, more fun experience, especially multiplayer.
Wow, and I can't believe I got to type this because the winner is by default 3-2 WCW.
Cool.
It's where the big boys play.
Yeah.
So
Look at the adjective.
Does it count?
Y'all.
Does it count?
Did y'all know that WWE had another N64 game that was coming out after No Mercy?
I can't remember what it was.
It was Backlash.
Yep. They like something went wrong with the development and they just moved on to I think PS2 was big around that time, right?
Yeah.
And they just went on with that series. What was you going to say, Brock? Sorry.
I was just going to bag on Rob a little bit, being Timu Mikey V, giving the win to WCW. I didn't like that, but it's fine. I didn't want to insult Rob, and I didn't want to insult Mike. I feel like both ways was bad for both of them. So whatever.
Well, I mean, it was 3-2, buddy. I'm sorry, and I can't vote. I'm the host.
Well, I mean, and if we would have done like Nintendo or like Super Nintendo wrestling, like WWE blows it out of the water.
Right.
Oh
Yeah, absolutely.
Which, speaking of Nintendo, Bear, didn't you just pick up the long lost Nintendo game from I think it was the original, either Super Nintendo or original Nintendo? It was WCW.
Yes.
World Championship Wrestling, NWA World Championship Wrestling.
No.
I do have that.
That's what I'm talking about, but he's got something else too.
I have a Super Brawl.
Yep.
Oh, for Super. Yeah. I got that. Actually, I mean, I might have to like take 2 minutes to dig, but I got the Super Nintendo cartridge of Super Brawl hanging around somewhere.
That was it. That was one of those rare games that didn't really do anything, and
This is awkward.
It was kind of. It was. Excuse me. It wasn't no kinda. It was bad. It really was.
But it's got Vader, so it was a start.
Yeah, that's some of the nice.
Johnny be bad. Give him the kiss that don't miss.
Oh my God.
Because it had finishers or something that resembled finishers.
Whose idea was to put Mark Merrill and make him into Little Richard?
And the Dusty Rhodes, baby. Dusty Rhodes specials.
Hey, but here's another fun fact. He is coming out. They are coming out with a Johnny B. Bad action figure.
Oh.
I'm just sad. Like, Mark Merrow was actually a lot of fun to watch. By the time he figured things out, though, like his career just got totally derailed. Like by the time he was really like as a worker hitting his stride for the most part.
Well,
I'm sorry to say this. Botox.
I was gonna say what happened when you get punked out and your wife taken from you. Everybody kind of lose a little bit for respect.
Well, and he blew his knees out, and he became boring after that.
Yeah, but who's going to stop Brock, man? If he's going to come, if Brock came right now and said, "I'm taking your wife," I said, "All right, dude." Like, I mean,
just don't let Vince poop on her.
Like, thank you.
I'm like, shit, here you go.
I'm emptying the clip, then reload and clip him again.
America.
He's playing Fallout. Brock is a super.
I'm gonna make him work. He ain't taking my wife easily.
Fair play.
Oh man. Well, you know, aside from the 64, thanks to modern technology, people have been playing the crap out of, especially No Mercy and Revenge, on PC. It's like became this big giant fandom again. Actually, they used the mechanics from No Mercy, and they it's like a WCW mod they made. And
so I'm sorry, Joe, but I got something special that y'all all are gonna like. Be right back.
Show and tell with Professor Bear.
Yeah. Is it?
Oh gosh, you just gave an idea for another show. We don't have room for any more shows.
No more shows. We got
it's a network for a reason.
We got enough.
We talk about how N64 and everybody loves those games.
Yes.
Well, I found these and I bought them, and I was shocked that they did this. But
What is that?
WWF WrestleMania 10,
Wow.
they made it plays, has all
What?
new wrestlers and everything.
Somebody modded that and put an actual cartridge into it. People do that too. I've seen
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And,
Retro
and
gaming is a big thing.
how about this?
What's that?
WCW.
Yeah.
WCW Saturday Night. And when I tell you the gameplay, they did an excellent job on both of these. And there's a couple of more out there that I plan on getting, but because basically, you know, just like the 2Ks, the next version just has the updated rosters.
Oh, son of a gun.
They just have updated rosters, and so that's what they've did with these. And like I said, gameplay is tremendous, just like the originals. I love them, and they have more. And I would tell people where I got it, but I don't want to get the people in trouble.
Well, I mean, with technology, I mean,
Today, Junior.
Oh, that was awesome. That was the best thing ever. Oh, yeah.
with
Golf claps.
technology,
Golf claps for that. Yes, that was amazing.
people can develop these games. And as I was saying before I got interrupted, I swear it's either CZ or they're paying off Mark. I don't know, but they're it's insane what you can do if you mod these the gameplay and stuff with PC. And I was actually going to bring up putting them on cartridges, but Bear's like, I got you already. Whee!
So, Bear, that WCW Saturday Night, is that a modded, or is that one that was actually?
That's a fame, like one of the biggest mods that people are wanting.
So there's one, I can't remember which one it was out. Bobby Blaze is on one of them because we make fun of, not really make fun of it, but we talk
Thunder?
about it. Is it that?
It's either Thunder or Mayhem.
Thunder. It's
Mayhem.
Thunder. It's the Mayhem.
It might be Mayhem because I think he's in the
Hang
same. He's in the same game with Bobby Eaton, and Bobby Eaton was in
Yeah.
Mayhem, which was a
Yeah.
great game, by the way. Probably
Right, yeah,
WCW's finest outside of the N64 world.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of his things to say when we bust his balls. He's like, "Are you on a video game?"
I mean, but Rick Fuller was in a game too, so
Oh,
you know.
oh,
So, did
He's
they
like,
ever have-
it's fine. I'm not gonna poop on Bobby. That's my trainer. But I'm just saying, like, when we bust his balls, he's like, "I was on a video game. I beat Jerry Lawler." He just names all these stuff, and we're like, you know what? You're also Bobby freaking Blaze.
it was indeed WCW Mayhem. So whoever said Mayhem first.
did WCW ever have Shockmaster in any of their games?
Sadly, no.
No.
Uncle Fred didn't last long in
Listen,
general, either
If
as the
that's what you're
Shockmaster
doing-
or the Super Shockmaster.
One
would
promo,
be-
I think, right? Just the one he fell through the wall. That was it for him. He's gone.
And as Dusty would say, it could have worked.
It could work with it.
Which is no, Mayhem was on the N64. I thought it was PlayStation.
Really? See, I thought that was just I thought that was PlayStation exclusive.
No, it said N64 PlayStation came out in North America on September 23rd, 1999.
It's
I
both.
did not know
Hang
that.
on. Bear
I
can
thought-
tell
Every day.
right there. There it is.
Hmm.
It was
Yeah,
both systems.
I got Mayhem in
thought
the
it
next room.
I thought it was PlayStation exclusive myself. Huh. Well, shit. Now I gotta go find.
And then they followed that up with Backstage Assault somehow. Like it was a poop sandwich of WCW games where on the PlayStation where they went with Thunder, which was terrible, and then Mayhem, which was amazing, and then Backstage Assault, which was flaming garbage somehow.
It was just incredible garbage. So
Actually, I do like Backstage Assault more than Thunder. Thunder was just
really,
I thought Thunder was Nitro, except worse.
thanks.
Oh, Mayhem was great. It was like you could actually put in codes to make cards. They would do cards off the WCW pay-per-views. Unfortunately, it didn't last long because the rosters were so outdated.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh,
Oh, right,
wow.
man. Hold on.
But can we agree that WWE had the best arcade game?
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
I think
Wrestling-
they had the only arcade game.
But that thing was awesome, man.
Oh no, it was.
Another fun fact. I've gotten both of the arcade games here in my collection.
He
Where
does.
do you live, bro?
The arcade games.
No, I just want to know where Bear lives. Just
Knoxville,
Just
And,
in case he needs
and on top
someone
of
to.
and on top of that, I have a big arcade, standalone arcade with over 70 games on it.
sweet.
So when I say I'm a junkie of video games, I'm a true junkie of video games.
which that's something
Awesome, man.
people do. I think it's called is it a Raspberry Pi? What's called?
Say again.
Raspberry Pi, is that what it's called? Where you have multiple games on? Yeah.
Yeah.
People actually do that with. I've seen them do it with Revenge and Mania 2000 that build like their own self, kind of like what AJ Styles did, and play it that way.
Right.
It's insane. Oh God, no, you're not invited. No Canadians allowed. Canada, yes. Canada, no.
I got my Nexus interview, so I should be down pretty soon, guys.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's face it. We're on the N64. What who can? Well, conversation aside, which one was y'all's personally?
Like all the way around and every ever.
Yeah, all the way around, ever.
Oh Jesus.
Bear will go last. Bear needs like 10 minutes.
No, actually, I know exactly which one it is.
Okay. Well, okay. What is it?
It is SmackDown versus Raw.
On
Which
60.
year?
On which PlayStation?
PlayStation.
Yep.
It'd be
2.
it'd be to PlayStation 2.
Yeah. 2006.
Oh, this is-
That's 2006.
Yeah,
Oh, 2006 was pretty solid. I actually do like Here Comes the Pain a little bit better than
Yeah.
06.
You know, I think Pain's overrated.
No. Oh, really?
See, I just don't like 06 because of the heel face meter. Like they decided to like randomly like, oh, you should do gameplay based on whether you're a good guy or a bad guy, and like, but that didn't take into account that sometimes bad guys like to jump off the top rope, which hurt your momentum meter.
True.
But what's you so that number Rob, you got Here Comes the Pain. Samp, what do you got?
I'm gonna go with Rob here, man. I mean, for me, that was my favorite wrestling game of all time. That's the one that I probably played over and over again. Completed career mode multiple times on. You know, it was fun. It was just easy to play. The controls were easy. Like, here's the deal, man. When I sit down to play a video game, I don't want to be stressed out. You know, the whole concept of playing a video game to me is to relax and just to sit back and enjoy the gaming. And when, you know, that's why I have a hard time with the 2K stuff, is because I almost find it's, you know, I'm older, but I'm not, you know, inept, but it just feels really hard to get into. So for me, you know, these older games are so much more enjoyable, and Here Comes the Pain was just the shit, man. I loved it, all of it.
So Here Comes the Pain. Mike D.
Oh man.
No more Mike action.
You know, I've been playing wrestling games since Nintendo. Snap. I got one of them in my hand for the PS3, SmackDown versus Raw 2008. I don't know if y'all can see it.
Hardcore Rejuvenation for the win.
Yeah. With this had ECW on there. But I said this was one of my favorite ones. I would definitely have to say NWO Revenge. And I would probably have to say like Attitude or something like that. Those would probably be like I don't have one favorite, but I would definitely say those three.
Those three. Okay. Rox Boulder, you fine dandy. Which one?
I'm torn between Here Comes the Pain and 2006 SmackDown vs. Raw.
Wow.
I'm really torn. The only thing I didn't like was the heel face factor in 2006, but Here Comes the Pain or Bring the Pain. I'm sorry, I just had a complete brain fart. It's a concussion / broken nose. I can't help it. I can't think straight. But I'm really torn between the two of them because I spent like even after one, like I went and got the other one, I would still switch out every so often, still playing back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't really decide. And I've not played any 2K games. Like maybe 4 times ever have I played a 2K game in my life, which is really crazy because Troy will come and stay. Like when we have long weekends here at school, he'll come and stay and bring his PS5. And he has Go Playing Traffic. Yeah, whatever that guy is, Go Playing Traffic. So he'll bring his PlayStation 5 and play all these, the newest wrestling games. He's like, hey, you want to turn? I'm like, no, this crap sucks. I don't want to do it because I don't understand it. And you got a PlayStation 2. Let's do that. But I don't want to play none of this stuff. So I'm torn between those two. I can't give you an answer.
I'm torn because I played so many hours of Revenge. It's not even funny. Like I'm currently in the process, spoiler alert, recreating kind of sort of that game in oh god, Mike D, help me out here. It's the mod on
Universe mode.
Yes, I am trying to recreate that with great community creations with the roster and everything, and yeah, like that right. That's honestly what kind of brought me to this discussion because I remember playing, but then again, I remember playing No Mercy as a kid. I'm like, both superior, but I think No Mercy, and I hate saying this to everyone that thinks this, but I think WCW NWO Revenge was a superior game over WWF No Mercy. I hate saying that, but it's the truth. And even I posted something on YouTube, even a short, and people were saying, "Oh, WCW NWO." I'm like, "Whoa, okay." I think maybe there was like 2 or 3 that said, "You guys are crazy, No Mercy." But it blows my mind. I think if someone who got more recognition than what we have, who have like 1 billion followers or something, could put a poll up, I would guarantee you that WCW NWO Revenge would outbeat WWF No Mercy.
Okay.
I honestly think that, and I'm not saying that because that's my personal favorite, but I'm saying that because that's what I've seen, today, throughout the day, posting this stuff, promoting today's show. They're like, yeah, that's over No Mercy, and it kind of shocks me because I figured people would go No Mercy. By the way, you told CZ to go play in Traffic, Brox, not just
I've played in Traffic myself personally, so since I've played in Traffic, I can do what I want when I tell people to play in Traffic. Like I'm not one of the guys that would tell somebody to do something that I've not done myself. So since I physically have done it at the age of 3 and got hit by a car, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. It's fine. So
it's
you can
funny.
take it as an insult if you want to, but since I've done it, whatever.
It's funny, but it's not funny. I'm sorry.
So you
But
know,
you die.
Well,
it's fine. I survived. It's cool. I mean, we're cool. But like, I'm just saying, like, if I can tell somebody playing Traffic, I did it. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever.
Hey, that's something we got in common because I played in Traffic and was playing football in Traffic. So
my wife is looking at me right now like, why are we on this topic about playing in Traffic?
I was chasing a girl into Traffic at 3, by the way. And yeah, like if only Will Smith would have told me years earlier that the girls of the world ain't nothing but trouble, but it didn't come out years later. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. This was in '84. I didn't know. But yeah, whatever. It is.
So we're talking about favorite games. This is the first wrestling game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then this was the second game I got to play.
All right.
Third.
Okay.
And then I really got lucky because.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me get you. we get him blown up any? No, not Bear.
What are we doing to everyone? Like, I'm a good co-host, but I'm not
Yeah,
pretty.
you are. That's pretty good for James to be. Oh,
Hey,
Oh, I was gonna say. I mean, we can go back and like check out my fancy duds here. You know, shining like the sun. But
all right. Let's start over again. This was the first one.
Classic.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
Pro wrestling.
Then got this one.
Oh, yeah, I played that one too. That was a classic.
Then, and I like this better because I was a big tag team guy. And then as much as I didn't like this, man, I did end up getting this one.
WrestleMania.
And I got my favorite, and it's because I'm NWA WCW Mark.
Okay.
Okay, that's sick. Just for the sticker on it. Love it.
Yeah.
twinsies.
And then, so later on, I didn't know they made a couple of these games, but doing my research, I found this one.
Yes, that's the one. That was my first on Nintendo.
Then
You can play as you. A winner is you.
Oh, still.
Oh,
I
nice.
had that game. Steel Cage Challenge.
Yep. And then this one I had no idea about.
Oh, King of the Ring. Yeah.
Oh,
Ring.
King of the Ring, yeah.
So I could go on. Hell, we could probably do a long historic of all the different wrestling games I got.
God.
I gotta ask, Bear. Do you have pro wrestling for the Atari 2600?
You know what? I actually don't. I said I was going to get it and had the chance and didn't at the time. I tell you the one that I am getting in the next few weeks is the wrestling game for the Sega Master System.
Sweet.
Okay.
There, I have that one.
Yo, you do?
I do. It's downstairs.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've just been trying to collect all different wrestling games, like all the SmackDowns. I have all of them. I got matter of fact, I got AAA's one wrestling.
Oh yeah,
game.
Heroes del Ring. That was a great game, actually. Except you had to unlock everyone. Like the roster was only like 4 people until you played your story mode.
The Royal Rumble with all females. I got the first one. I hadn't got the second one because it was only put out on Xbox 360.
Oh, Rumble Roses.
Yes, Rumble Roses.
I thought you were talking about like the Famicom only Japanese.
Oh, I'm working on that. I have a bunch of Japanese games that I can't even pronounce. But that's my whole goal, is to slowly get them.
So, whenever we open the museum, go to Bear, see if we can borrow some on this. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, gentlemen, this has been fun. I'm sorry for all the interruptions from
Be gone, vile man! Be gone from me!
Dang it! Stop it! Anyway.
They gotta get a new flag, bro.
Yeah, they do. They do. They probably need new fingers if they keep interrupting my show. But that being said, Bear, where can the fine people find you at?
You can find me on Facebook. That's the best place to find me on Facebook. I have Twitch. I have TikTok. I have X. I have everything now. Whether I'm on there a lot, except for TikTok, you will see a Bear's rant. I rant about anything current. And the last thing I talked about was the unfortunate incident with Rampage Jackson's son. That was just disgusting. I'm not going to go into it again, but you can find me on the Bear's Thought. It's either 2 to 3 times a week. I I've been blessed to have so many great people that have been willing to do the show. One of the big ones coming up is going to be Robert Fuller. If anyone knows Southern wrestling, the Fuller names are huge. And I'm so blessed to have him come on. And like I said, check me out anywhere. And if you are a wrestler, manager, anything to do with wrestling, you need an interview, come holler at Professor Bear or Mike D or Brock's Boulder or Samps. We all about that. And of course, the man Joe.
I don't do hardly interviews anymore, but
You
me
interview me, Bear? Because I kind of fall on all those. Like, can you
No.
follow?
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
Damn.
Russ told us no.
Okay. All right, fair enough. That's fine.
I'm kidding. Check out Brock's Boulder too. He can plug himself here in a minute. Rob, where can they find you at, sir?
Confusion Wrestling Podcast drops every Friday. It is the last bastion of independent wrestling. We got interviews, we got independent wrestling spotlights for companies and whatnot. Due to scheduling error, we are focusing on Rad Pro Wrestling this week, a radical, no pun intended, 1990s wrestling themed wrestling promotion out of the East Coast. I can be found pretty much on every social media. You can find Confusion Wrestling on Facebook. Most other social media is at the Nova of Cass. And might I say, like, I'm always looking this fly, baby.
All right. DZ, stop. Anyways, Sam, where can the fun people find you at, sir?
Well, most importantly, you can find us on the Wrestling Society Network. That's a big up to Professor Bear and the whole family here. Thank you so much for allowing this Canadian in. And, we do 2 shows a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, wrestling and boxing. You can see behind me, the boxing gloves are right there. So we dabble in a little bit of everything here. As I'm talking to you guys, I'm watching bare knuckle boxing or dirty boxing right now. Kind of interesting concept here. But yeah, we do wrestling, boxing. You can find us on all the platforms. You don't need to name them, but you can find us, man. But more importantly, you can find us on WSN.
That's right. Mike D, King of the 313. Where can the people find you at, sir?
Like Sam said, you can find me on the Wrestling Society Network. Go on their website and go to the podcast room. Check out the podcast there. Of course, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Go to WrestlingFromThe313.shop. Get you a T-shirt. Get you a hoodie. Might even have a nice little sale going on the website. So, just get your shop on and rep the 313.
Yeah. When you get it, me and are like, when you get. All right. Last but certainly least, Brock's Boulder.
Yeah, like everybody else, I'm across all social media, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, everything. Brock's Boulder on there. You can find me on WSN. Typically 2 times a week. We've been taking a little hiatus lately with Watch Along and Hitting the Ropes, but that'll be firing back up this week. And also Patreon. WSN just launched our Patreon. You can find me and Mike V on there with our show called Off the Ropes. And then we launched the WrestleBrania. Is that what it's called? WrestleBrania game last night. I was fortunate enough to be with Bear, Mike, Samp, and one of my trainers, the lovely Jillian Hall, former WWE Diva champion, on that first episode. Very fun, very fun. Go check that out.
I heard a really good-looking guy won.
What's that?
I heard some really hot-looking guy won that one.
Yeah, I that guy cheated, but the second hottest guy was coming second place. I do remember that. No spoilers.
As long as it's that sexy Bear, no one cares.
No, but yeah, just any social media, and then across any state in here in Kentucky, Ohio, West Virginia, Indiana, in this area, you can find me in some random wrestling ring every Saturday, Friday, Sunday, whatever day it is.
Oh, and aren't you doing something with your wrestling school special?
Yeah, so we're nothing typically special. I mean, we're here every Tuesday and Thursday training here in Ironton, Ohio, at the Art of Grappling. We're kicking off our shows, our monthly shows, back up in October. We run our season usually October through May, April, depending on the heat, because then our summer season kicks off. But we're kicking those back off in October. getting that started very soon, and opened up a new sponsorship program here at the school. Got a couple new students that just started in this last couple weeks too. So excited to get these young, athletic, hungry guys in the ring and get them started in the business. So yeah, I mean, we're here at the Art of Grappling here in Ironton, Ohio, downtown, working on our 6th year, going into our 6th year of existence. Head trainer Bobby Blaze and the little fool he lets help him, which is me, train some of these guys here. So yeah, just everything wrestling right now, and it's very blessed, and again to be a part of WSN and get to be with you guys. It's freaking awesome.
I know I pick on you a lot, buddy, but you're probably one of the most hardest working people in the industry right now. So thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Actually, I want to retract all I just said.
I knew it wouldn't last long. I want to get my thank you in quick.
Anyway,
you got the sound bite. That's the important part.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
But that being said, if you're not WSN, there's something wrong with you. But when you are WSN, it's WSN
for life.
Exactly. So, throw myself again. But with that being said, we'll be back next week with the Joe Monroe Show. Rob may be my co-host, or somebody else may be my co-host. I don't know. Apparently, it depends on the cult of 10 is what I want to call it. Out of respect stamp. They do need a new flag, by the way.
Well, anytime you need to fight those guys, I'll fight, man. I'm fight.
Yeah. See,
I mean, I'll help out. I am the uncrowned WXW Unified Heavyweight Champion, FYI.
I got so many questions, Rob. I'm pretty sure the one called Manders will call me before I'll be able to ask that. Anyways. Larry at you. My bad.
Oh, no. If it didn't come from Stan Hansen, it's just a sparkling clothesline.
Man.
Good Lord. Okay. Manders, I can probably find Rob's address for you. Just contact him.
He knows where he can find me.
Oh,
I have last time we met face to face, I made him cry. Legit tears. Well, single tear because he tried to man up on me, but
when you had it,
because he saw that jacket.
Oh no, it was like 110 in that show, and no jackets.
Okay, well, all right.
It was the bag full of onions he opened up. Anyway,
there's one weakness.
Anyway, you can check us out,
man.
Check us.
I just want to hear Mike shout out to the cat again. That was awesome last time.
Oh, where is the cat? Shout out to the cat.
Which one?
We want the cat. We want the cat.
Cat's the most over one of us all.
Yes, I got 7. It's like the Hart House here. I got like 7 cats now. I miss my buddy Sapa. He used to interrupt all the time. But he unfortunately crossed the Rainbow Bridge. But I would show a cat, but they're all going crazy over on the other side of the house. So. Until next time, folks, I love you all. We'll see you all later. If you're going to be a troll like the Cult of 10, shut up.
Do it well.
Yes, please. Shut up and enjoy professional wrestling, especially if you're going to be... Damn it, Mike, I hate that you gave me this piece of news. Let people be who they want to be. Wrestling is for... I'm not talking about just in-ring. I'm talking about whether you want to be an in-ring competitor or, attempt to, whether you want to attempt to be a producer, referee, most importantly, a fan. Wrestling is for everybody, not for any specific religion, creed, whatever your preference is. It's for everybody. This is one thing, like music, like film, that brings people together. And sometimes can tear you apart depending on your fandom. Still, it can bring people together.
Absolutely.
So, shut up.
Well said.
But it's going to be a troll like Tanner. Shut up and enjoy professional wrestling. If not, I'm going to have to pay Grappling Inc., especially Titan Troy, because Brox is the guy that just chills out and watch Troy do all the work. I'm kidding, Brox. I'm kidding. I'll have to pay both men like the APA not to hunt you down. So with that being said, love you all. Mark, go ahead and take us out, buddy.
Did you like the video? Don't forget to go like, subscribe, and follow us on all of our social media outlets. We'll see you next time.